Hi, everybody. Meteorologist Joe Cioffi here. Weather in 5 days in 5 minutes, brought to you by Omni True Value Hardware. Need mulch? They got mulch in different colors and plenty of it. They make it there at Omni True Value Hardware, 1226 North Wellwood Avenue in West Babylon. 631-756-1125 is their phone number. They've got the best prices in town. They are a local business, a great way to support local businesses. The website, omnitruevalue.com, sponsor of Weather in 5 and the Joe and Joe Weather Show. Now, as we continue to be under the influence of this very slow-moving storm system, if you look on the satellite loop, it's so plainly obvious that giant swirl. When you get into the springtime, storms, the satellites can look rather impressive. You get these really beautiful storm signatures that show up, just like what you see east of Cape Cod. And of course, the rotation on the backside starting to filter in some drier air into the mix. And we are still seeing, though, some leftover clouds and little arms of clouds that come in from the northeast. In between those bands, you get sunshine. And there'll be enough to warm temperatures up a bit today, but they're still going to struggle a little bit. There's a lot of disorganized moisture in the middle Mississippi Valley and down all along the Gulf states from Texas clear across to Florida. Most of the action weather-wise today is going to be down across the lower Gulf states. And we are looking at the radar this morning as of 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And you see some precipitation coming back into coastal Maine and New Hampshire, down into southeastern New England. That storm's still close enough to produce some precip there. And we're seeing some showers and even a few thunderstorms developing across northern Florida. Also an area of rain that is in the Ohio Valley. Most of this is on the light side, and we're seeing some showers in North Texas and some heavier showers down in South Texas. No big storms here on the horizon, just the nuisance springtime stuff. The Storm Prediction Center today, marginal risk in South Texas, southeastern Louisiana, eastward, right along the immediate Gulf Coast, across the Florida Panhandle into northern Florida. And except for a small area of thunderstorms from New Mexico into western Colorado, you can see the vast majority of the United States showing very little in the way of thunderstorm activity. Same for Sunday, a couple of pockets here and there, a sliver of marginal risk across central Florida, and that's it. And looking at day 3, which is Monday into Tuesday, just again, a couple of general thunderstorm risk areas in the Carolinas and southeastern Virginia, over Florida, southwest Texas, and in parts of the Rockies. And no severe weather is forecast by the Storm Prediction Center other than those marginal risk areas that you see going out for the next 8 days. So we're still in this very quiet period here of severe weather, or the risk of severe weather. Rain, on the other hand, as we take a look at the WPC rainfall forecast, showing several inches or more in the next 7 days across central and northern Florida, and then out east into the Atlantic. This is where basically the frontal boundary is. And we're seeing also some heavier rains back through the central Gulf Coast on up through the middle Mississippi Valley. Here in the northeast, there is the half-inch dark blue area getting down to about northern New Jersey, New York City, quarter of an inch down to about southeastern Pennsylvania, southern New Jersey, with lesser amounts west and south, heavier amounts as you move on up into northern New England. So let's take a quick look at the weather pattern going forward. And I've jumped ahead here. Actually, I'm starting back on Wednesday. So we can see that upper low that moved from the Great Lakes and tracked over New York City and southern New England. We saw that it did produce accumulating snows in the interior areas in New England. Now that moves out, but there's another deep trough that is dropping down into the northern plains and Great Lakes. We are going to turn into a southwest flow Tuesday and Wednesday. So that will allow temperatures to warm up Monday and Tuesday. And then we have another strong upper low that is swinging eastward. This one's going to definitely go by to our north from the Great Lakes on up into New England. And this is going to bring down some chilly air to finish off next week. We also want to point out We do have a little bit of a blocky signature that's developing again from Iceland back over to southern Greenland. We're going to have to watch it to see if that in later runs in the longer range, if it becomes something even stronger. There's been a tendency for that to happen lately. But based on what the models are doing right now, it would seem to me that once the weather system late next week pulls out, guess what? Another one drops in with another shot of chilly air. This is not a pattern that is conducive to warm weather other than the odd day or two that you might be able to string together. That comes Monday and Tuesday. So for the rest of today, let's call it in and out sun and clouds and temperatures in the 50s. Looks to me like we should be mostly dry through Sunday. I had earlier mentioned back a few days ago the chance for an odd shower. Doesn't look like we'll have to worry too much about that. A couple of spotty showers in upstate New York, some spotty light rain in Virginia and West Virginia, and that's just about it. Then Monday and Tuesday, the next cold front starts its initial approach. We're going to get into a west-southwest flow, so temperatures will be moving up. Remember, this time of year, if you get sunshine, temperatures are going to reflexively just jump back into the 60s almost automatically, and it doesn't really take that much to push those numbers up into the 70s. I think we could see that on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, as low pressure develops in southern Ohio, we'll have a cold front push on through with a chance for showers, and then it's followed by very chilly air for Thursday and for Friday. And speaking of temperatures, let's just run through real quick. The highs today running generally in the 50s, middle to upper 50s, low to mid 50s as you go to the north into southeastern New England, closer to 60 down around the Washington, D.C., Baltimore area. Let's tack on about 5 degrees or so to the numbers on Sunday. We should be low to mid 60s just about everywhere. Monday, nudge them up a little higher. If we can get enough sun on Monday, there might be a little bit of upside to these numbers. So we're thinking upper 60s to low 70s possible on Monday. And Tuesday, we could see low and middle 70s, depending on how much sun. So I'm going a little bit higher than what the models are showing. And then you'll see by the end of the week the chance for showers with 60s on Wednesday. And then when we get to Thursday, you'll notice that most highs are going to be generally in the low and middle 50s as that chilly air comes in. And that's how we're going to finish off the week with temperatures generally in the upper 50s and low 60s for Friday. Weather in 5 brought to you by Omni True Value Hardware at 1226 North Wellwood Avenue in West Babylon. Your place to go for all the mulch that you could possibly need to make your yard look absolutely terrific. Their telephone number is 631-756-1125. The website, omnitruevalue.com. Okay, so no Joe and Joe today because it's a Saturday and we normally don't do a show on Saturday. The Sunday show is usually scheduled for 11 a.m. However, I do have a family obligation that has come up. So we're going to move the show to the evening. So we'll have the Sunday show again Sunday evening at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. So everybody have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.